Delinquent culture, join the quest. Pop culture, right? It's the best.
Heyo, delinquents! Welcome to Delinquent Culture, aka your younger brother and older sister's favorite podcast. I'm Johnny Three Stripes.
I'm Z-Stick24.
Let's get into it. And dude, this first topic, I need to talk about it. It's been freaking me out for like the past week now, and I need everybody to be just as freaked out as I am because this is wild. So like ever since we started doing the What the Florida section of our podcast, I feel like Pennsylvania decided that they needed to step it up and out freak Florida. And we were just like, hold my beer, watch this. Did you see the video of that box demon?
Bro, right? Yes. that demon that had like the colored paper plate mask and dropped
Yes!
off the box and was like,
Yes!
I'm the box demon.
This is like
Bro.
the freakiest, funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. For all of you guys that haven't seen it, we'll post a video on our Instagram, pictures, video, whatever. So you need to see it, and like just to see it isn't even as you have to hear the voice. The voice just drives it home.
Yeah.
It's
It's a very creepy, like isn't it like a little bit of like a high pitched voice too, a little bit?
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
like it's not. I don't know. It's just not what I expected, and like just everything about it makes it a little bit more creepier. Like the face on it just looks like a happy kind of freakish face. Like it looks
It
like a
looks like
little
a
kid, like a little
yes.
kid made it in elementary school. And
Yeah.
it's like the exact kind of face that like you see from some kind of demonic serial killer in like the scary movies that absolutely freak you out.
hmm For
It,
sure, for sure, dude. The whole thing about it's creepy, and then like it dropped off a box that was empty, so it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it didn't really do anything, playing like a trick or whatever. But what if it is a box demon? What if like it released its like goddamn soul into that house because the box was there, and you opened the box?
right. And the voice, the like whispery, freaky, I am the box demon.
Yeah.
No way. And they didn't even call themselves like the box fairy. If they would have said box fairy, it would have been like, all right, you're hilarious. You're
Mhm.
funny. Like the thing could have said it was the box killer and would have given me like the same vibes. And then to
I
make it
was
worse, the original video I saw, they just said it was in Pennsylvania. They didn't say where. I was like, this thing could have been in my freaking town, and I had no idea. And was like in the middle of the night. It wasn't even like midnight, middle of the night. It was like between 4 and 4:30 a.m.
yeah, it was like 4:30 in the morning, some wild time.
So that like really freaked me out because then at that time I'm in the garage lifting at 4:30 in the morning. So like if the box demon came up to my up on my porch, it'd be like, hmm. So now every time that I lift, I'm thinking I'm just gonna look over to my door and see like box demon standing there, and I'll be like, shit, this is where I die. This is where I
What's
die.
What's so funny is like I kind of thought the same thing. Like because during prep when I have like an hour of cardio, right? I get up super early in the morning and like yeah, I walk outside for cardio in the morning. So I thought that exact same thing. I was like, dude, 4:30, it's time. I'm like, dude, I'm walking outside the door at that time sometimes. I'm like, god damn, why don't I just stand in there that creepy ass thing?
Right. Like it would be so much worse if that thing came up and dropped a box off at my house. Don't get me wrong, I'd be freaked out. I would be like, when is this thing coming back? But if I walked outside in the middle of the night and it's just standing there holding a box, and like I would be like, no, 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 get out. And the thing is, like, you heard the voice of it. This thing is probably just like some drunk aunt of someone's, like had a box of wine and no more wine. It was like, it's your problem now. Like, because like if you look, it had one of those giant, I don't even know what they're called, like those giant oversized hoodies that
Yeah.
like you just see like these old middle-aged women wearing, and then the box demon mask. But somehow it's like freaky AF and I can't get it out of my head.
Well, I mean, the thing is like, what if it is the box demon? Like what if that house is like possessed now? Like, dude, screw that.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously, what are you bringing into my house? That box is staying out there. That box is
That's what I'm
staying there.
saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it makes it creepier that the box was empty. like, what like demon forces are actually like what was in there? Like,
What's
there had to be
actually in that
something.
box? Just because I didn't see anything doesn't mean that there's nothing. Or like the fact I
Yeah.
don't know how like different ring cameras and stuff like that work, but it was crazy how like it went up and was totally black and white. It like touched the thing and then it was full color. I was like,
Yeah.
how did that happen? What did you just
What'd you do to that ring camera? you, you demon ass mother.
do? all around, all around freaky, and I was freaked out.
Yeah, no, that was wild. Like, what the Pennsylvania, bro? I mean, yeah. Well, we have enough stuff going on down here. You guys can take a few of them for sure.
Oh, don't worry, we got another one. So okay, like whenever you travel and you fly, how freaked out are you whenever you go through TSA? Like,
Oh, bro, I'm anxious every time.
yeah, like I could have like absolute. Obviously, I don't have absolutely anything on me, and then whenever I'm going through, I'm like, what if I'm accidentally packing a gun? Like, I'm just like always
Bro,
like, what if there's drugs on my butt? But TSA stopped a guy this past week who had a whole ass turtle in his pants. Did you see that?
I did see that. Yeah, that's freaking wild.
An entire bro. What are you doing with a turtle in your pants through TSA? They see everything.
Bro,
They
yeah,
see everything.
how would you think they would not see that? Dude, I got stopped at TSA one time because I was coming back from Tampa and I had a shell that I forgot was in my pocket. A little, just a seashell. And yeah, the scanner obviously caught it when I walked through and they're like, "What's in your pocket?" I was like, "Oh, nothing." I was like, "Oh my goodness." It's
Seashell.
I felt like I was gonna get freaking like RKO'd. They were like, "What's in your pocket?" It's like, "Oh my god."
How childish is that? Like, what are you gonna walk through with next? A pocket of rocks? Like, oh, I thought these were cool.
I don't know what you would like, and I'm pretty sure that's a pretty big like fine and everything. Like
Smuggling
trying
an
to take
animal?
smuggling a wild animal. Like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's that's like huge like federal like implications there. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Like,
And like how awesome was that turtle? Pretty much anywhere in like the continental U.S. you can find turtles somewhere. So like
right.
go catch one somewhere.
How special was that turtle? Like, there's ways to transport animals if you need to fly. You
Yeah,
can do it. You can do it.
yeah.
You don't need to shove it in your pants. Could you
and,
imagine?
and
Imagine
but
sitting on the
like
flight. Imagine sitting on the flight. Like you sit down, you're ready to go to sleep. You're tired, and this dude like next to you just like pulls out a whole ass turtle. Like, what were you planning on
well,
doing with it during the flight? That would be so uncomfortable.
dude, that was gonna be my next thing. Why would you not try to put it in your check bag if you were trying to smuggle something? Why would you try to put it in your goddamn pants? Like,
Like, I'm the type I don't even want to fly in jeans because it's uncomfy. And you've got a giant shelled turtle. Like, how are you going to get away with that? They see everything. I remember whenever they first started doing the full body scans, people were like all up in arms. They're like, they're going to be able to see my junk. I don't want people looking at that. Dude, turtles have skeletons. They can see the
and
bones.
it's not like they don't have a massive hard ass shell either.
Like, that's not going to look abnormal.
Like, what do you plan on telling them? He says like a growth or something.
Imagine like being a TSA agent. Like you're like, what's in your pants? Oh, nothing. Like, bro, come on. Like, I can clearly see there's a big ass something in your pants right now, and it's freaking me out.
He's just
Like,
like, just like I'm packing down there. You know what I'm saying?
right? Or like, just imagine, like you're there, TSA. These like it's a job for them. You've been through a full day, tired as hell. You just want to go home or go to the gym, and then this guy walks in with a turtle in his pants. It's like, come on, bro. I'm just trying to do my job. You can't get through here with a turtle.
It's one of those things that it'd be like we shouldn't even have to check for a freaking turtle. like
Right?
like who would ever think you could bring this?
Or imagine how pissed off the dude with the turtle is. Like, there's guys trying to smuggle drugs and weapons, and you want to worry about my turtle.
That was probably his thought. He was like, "It's not dangerous."
Right. Like, they're going to look at it and be like, oh, yeah, it's not a gun. You're good. No, it's
That's
not. You just can't do it.
yeah, dude. And either the amount of stupidity or balls that dude has to do that. Because, like I said, dude, I get anxious just going through TSA with nothing. Like, I get nervous because I bring a water bottle and I think there's too much. Like, maybe I left water in it still, and they're gonna like stop me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, screw that.
Or like I've been totally freaked out because like I'll have like the little Kool-Aid packets and I'm like, what if they think that's cocaine in the sealed Kool-Aid packet or anything? Or I mean, I always tell the story about my wife, God bless her, the time they stopped her because she had too many snackies in her bag. They pulled out the gummy clusters and she, nervous as hell, said, "Oh, those are the bomb."
The
Bro,
worst
you
thing you
can't
could
say
possibly
that.
say.
It's, after they said that to her, they looked at me and they're like, "You're good to go." And I was like, "Yes, I am." Okay, sir. You got it.
Yeah. Double check her. Look
I
at
don't know
those
her at
snacks.
all.
That's funny. I can't believe they stopped her for so many snacks.
Oh yeah, she always gets stopped for her snacks.
That's crazy. Dude, I literally bring a whole like I literally have all my supplements and vitamins in a tackle box. And I take them through me on my carry-on through TSA and they've never stopped me for that once.
Like
It's
those
literally like
pills.
it's a full tackle box with like 15 little like compartments and they're pretty well full. I mean, I combined a few of them for like, bigger supplements like fish oil and stuff. But bro,
Hmm.
I go through there every time with like hundreds of like pills and capsules and they've never stopped me once.
Yeah, that's. I literally went through before her. They're pulling out all of her Hershey's Kisses, and it was like, oh yeah, maybe because they're in foil. I was packed full of peanut butter cups. They're in the little foil too. But no, man, you got to stop my poor innocent wife.
That's funny.
He was so scared. It was hilarious.
Did she do the nervous talking when she was doing it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. She even offered to give one of the TSA agents some of the Hershey Kisses, and he said, "No, I shouldn't eat these, and neither should you." She was like, "I was just ready to tell them to just keep it or throw it away. I don't even want the snacks."
Oh my god. That's wild. That's crazy. How long did it take for them to like check over stuff?
It felt like half an hour, but honestly, it was probably like 3 or 4 minutes, which when you're standing there like that feels like forever. They even wiped
Oh
down her
yeah.
boots and did like chemical tests on them.
Oh wow.
Oh, they thought she was a straight up fugitive. I don't know what she did to them, but
Sweet nice Julia.
it was very, very thorough.
Well, that's crazy. I've gotten stopped one time from TSA, and I guess it was because I had a little container of glutamine, which was just the white glutamine powder. Which I guess, yeah, fine, like stop me for it. But all he did was like do like a little test strip on the outside of it, and I don't know whatever the test was negative. It took like 30 seconds. It took longer for him to pull it out of my bag than anything.
Hmm.
And yeah, he just did it real quick, and I was right on my way.
Yeah,
That's funny.
well,
She only had snacks, and they looked through the whole thing, tested everything, tested her freaking shoes.
yeah, it was absolutely wild. All right, so we asked you guys to submit some questions, and we're gonna answer them because we're good guys and we do that.
That's what we do.
Oh, this one's pretty simple, but I feel like a very important question. Best ice cream flavor and why?
Ooh, that's tough, man. So I think I have to say with this question, my go-to is always like I love chocolate. So I wouldn't say that's like the best flavor ever, right? But I feel like my go-to is always chocolate, and it won't miss. You feel me?
Uh huh.
So I would say definitely my go-to is chocolate. But then as far as like the best ice cream flavor I've ever had, man, that's tough.
It is.
Like, dude, Ben and Jerry's make some good stuff, dude.
Shouts out to Ben and Jerry's. I don't know how they
Yeah,
keep doing it. It's like every time they
yeah,
make a new flavor, it's like, why has nobody thought of that?
yeah.
And
And
they
then
just keep doing
I
it.
I can never remember the names either, so I'll never remember like my favorite one.
Me neither. Like obviously, like you get the flavors that are like peanut butter cup madness, and it's obvious what's in it. And then Ben and Jerry's is like, this is fish food.
Right. Right. But yeah, my favorite flavor would probably be something. I'm a I'm a big chocolate fan, so yeah, my OG like the OG standard would be chocolate, but then it'd probably be something like chocolate with like fudge swirl in it, or like chunks of chocolate, or even like maybe some like I don't know, like peanut butter cups in it or something, like
Yeah,
chocolate peanut butter cup, something like that. It's
that's
probably my favorite right there.
that's
But
what I was gonna say. Anything with chocolate or peanut butter and chocolate in it.
dude, I'm such a sucker for chocolate and peanut butter. I do the
I'll tell you
same
what.
thing with like I do the same thing with protein flavors. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try this new protein flavor, and I'm like, oh, it's good. And then I have it a few times. I'm like, I'm having the chocolate again. And then I have the chocolate. I'm like, why do I ever switch from the chocolate? It's so good.
I'll say though, like my go-to order if like I go to like an ice cream shack or something is a peanut butter milkshake.
Oh yeah,
Those are bomb.
yeah. That's
BAWM bomb.
yeah. That's gas for sure.
All right. This one I think is for you. Do you use your bodybuilding? Okay, yeah, it's definitely for you. Um, it asks if you use your bodybuilding as an opportunity to do a cool cosplay.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. I mean, you could get some really bomb ones going on with that like other people couldn't do. Like you wouldn't have to add like fake muscles and stuff like that. Have you thought about using your bodybuilding as a like a cosplay prop?
no. No, I'm just playing. I've never done.
Uh-uh.
That's my answer. Just no. But but I've never actually done it for cosplay. I mean, I went to like I've dressed up for Halloween a few times in the last like 10 years, I guess, and I've been like more like Jack like characters, but nothing like over the top or anything. But I actually came up with this thought like a few months ago. Is for next Halloween, it's gonna be like a week and a half before my show, and I think I'm gonna dress up and paint myself up as Machoke, because like I said, it'll be like a few weeks out from my show, man. I'll be freaking shredded, looking like a bodybuilder, and painted up as Machoke, dude. I think that would go so hard.
Dude, I'm so
Uh,
here for that.
yeah, yeah. And if I'm thinking right, there is a at the South Florida Fair, which is really only like 15 minutes away from me. They have a huge cosplay going on, and I think it's in September. So maybe I'll do that for September. Just go to it.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, you
uh,
wouldn't be like stage ready, but you would be like the cuttest dude doing that. There's no
right,
doubt.
right. Yeah, I'd definitely be deep enough into prep where I'd still be lean enough and not have like the crazy body dysmorphia like I do in the off season. So
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah. Dude, that
I've
would go
never
so hard.
yeah yeah so yeah I've never done anything cosplay, but I actually plan on doing something this year. So and that's my plan is to do Machoke because I've never seen anybody do Machoke either. Like I've seen like people do like the Hulk,
Yeah.
like
Everybody
different like
paints themselves green.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Have see people do like Rambo or like Rocky all the time, but I've never seen someone do Machoke. So I
Yeah.
think I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, it actually reminds me of these guys right here.
Hey, they look familiar. Those look
Hey,
familiar.
and we got the Crystal Bulbasaur right there.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's
Well,
up.
hey, so this is basically what I'll look like. A little bit bigger legs though. These legs are lacking,
His
but
legs.
we'll be,
His legs
but
are
I'll be
not lacking. Yours are just
bro,
fucking massive.
bro. Look at his legs. His legs are lacking for sure. Look at that chest.
All right, all
Starter
right.
squad.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, he has like a Hulk upper body and then like a bodybuilder legs.
Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, that's my plan. So I've never done anything cosplay, but I might actually go to I might actually do it in September. I think it's in September down here. So
That would be
we'll see.
bomb.
Yeah, it'd be pretty tough for sure.
Or dude, you know what else would be really cool? Like, especially if like you kept the beard, you could do like a badass Wolverine one. Like, if you
Oh,
just got like the
yeah,
mask and some claws and just
yeah,
wear like your stage shorts and
yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
Like, bro, that
yeah.
would be so badass.
That would be tough. That would be tough. I mean, that's basically from a choke. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna wear my stage shorts, and I was gonna get like a little championship belt or something like that, because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's all he has on.
yeah.
So,
If you could find a way to do like he has those like things on his head, like the lines, almost like
mhm.
gill looking things.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I could just even spike my hair for it like that, grow it
Yeah,
out a little
yeah,
bit.
that'd be perfect. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I do plan on doing that actually.
Sounds like a no and a yes. All right. Well, speaking of Pokemon, this one's a Pokemon question too.
Ooh.
Okay. So I think this one is based off of a question that they asked me in my live not too long ago. So you have to get matching Pokemon trance stamps. What are you both getting? So matching Pokemon tramp stamps, like a tattoo on the lower back.
Yeah.
What would you get? Okay. Well, first of all, if we had to get matching ones, we'd have to pick a Pokemon that we both really liked, like that we both effed
Yeah.
with hard.
I feel like it should be like a OG. Uh, man, I don't know.
You see, I've joked with John about getting one. Obviously, John
Yeah,
wants me to get a tramp stamp in the worst kind of way. I don't know why. He thinks that it's hilarious. But I've totally I've totally played around with the idea of getting like a Butterfree
yeah. Well, I
tramp
was gonna say
stamp.
it should be like a flying Pokemon, so it takes up like your lower back, kind of. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like girls will get like butterflies there or
Yeah.
dragons. So I think like a Butterfree with the wings spread out, or like a Pidgeotto. Like,
You don't want to make it like one of the hardcore legendary birds or something. you want to make it. You want to make it Butterfree or Pidgeotto.
I love Butterfree. Butterfree was always on my team of six. Don't throw shade at Butterfree.
I know, but you might be able to, take the effects of the tramp stamp away a little bit if it's a little more like hardcore Pokemon. You know what I mean? Than like a nice like Butterfree that like flaps its wings all nice and pretty. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely see what you're saying. You can go say F it and go for Snorlax. uh,
Hey, I mean, if it's big enough to
poking
take
up
up your
over
whole
your
back,
poking up over your
if it's
pant
big,
line.
uh, I think we should do the what are they called, Douglets? Have them poking up above the like your
Diglett.
pant line. Yeah, Diglett. Yeah, have the head poking up above the like your pant line, like your boxer line or whatever.
Or like, have you ever seen the memes of like the Doug trio? How it's like all three of them, and it'll show like underground, and it's like just like three jacked bodies that are like hugging each other and like looking up to get the rest of that down past the line.
Yes. I think I've seen 3D printers print that out before as like a little
Oh
like
yeah.
character thing. They're all jacked and like hugging each other. Yeah, yeah, we should do. I'll actually get that one. That's
That would
funny. I
Don't
would,
tempt me.
I
Don't
would.
tempt. And John's been ready to do this. He's been giving me like all the time. Like whenever I got my Doodle Bob, he was like, "Do you want to get it as like a tramp stamp?" And it can be holding the sign up above your pants. I'm like, no, stop it.
No, no, John.
Another one he suggested. You know how like plankton on SpongeBob gets like smashed all the time on stuff. He's like, you should get smashed plankton right there.
That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty
So
funny.
that's our
I'm.
answer. Jack to Doug trio hugging each other.
Yeah, that's what it would be for sure. I love that one. That's so funny. I think I had like three different people send me like the reel of that like 3D printout. I think.
Y'all are wild. Okay, so here's a question I've wanted to ask. I thought this was such a brilliant question. I saw it on another podcast, but I can't remember the name of it. So shout out to whatever podcast did this one because it was a hella dope question. All right, say somebody laid out 100 grapes in front of you, and for every grape you ate, you got $100,000 instantly.
Okay.
But one of them is poison and will kill you. How many grapes are you eating until you call it quits?
Oh my god. Oh, that's rough, dude. So it's 100 grand for each grape, and there's 100 grapes, one poisonous one that's gonna kill you.
Yep, instantly.
That's tough, dude. I would probably take. Oh man, that's tough. I feel like I like my life enough. I want to say I wouldn't eat any, but I don't think that's also true.
there's there's no way. I would go the rest of my life regretting that decision.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think like, dude, what if I ate literally 90 of them and still didn't pick it out? Like,
You'd be set.
yeah, I'd probably grab 10 and just throw them all in my mouth and hope they're all good. There,
10?
I'm set. I'm set for a while. Yeah, throw 10 in.
Do
I
it
don't
all
need to risk
once?
any. Yeah,
That's
I
not
do
a
it all at
that wouldn't be
once.
a bad plan though. Like if you just like literally did as many as you could fit in your mouth and got it done so that there was no
Yeah,
anticipation.
yeah, exactly. Because I feel like I would be way too anxious if I did like one at a time, and then had to keep thinking about it. I would
Yeah.
like grab 10 of them. I don't know if I would pick them all over the board or just say screw it, take out like the corner, and take 10 because that no one out of 10 chance there that it's the poisonous one, right? So yeah, I would do that and then just throw them all in my mouth. Then
Dude,
yeah, there's no anxiety.
that's so wild that you said that because whenever I asked Julia, first of all, I asked her as soon whenever I asked her, I said, "How many out of the 100 would you eat?" And like without, she didn't even think about it. She said, "There's 100." Yeah, 100. Like, wow.
Is she okay?
I don't know, dude. She didn't even think about it. There was no pause. How many would you eat? 100. Like shit.
you, you have sat down and just talked with her recently, right?
She was like, "It's instant, right?" I said, "Yeah, instant. Yeah, 100." I guess that's what living with me does. But
Yeah, I guess
anyway,
so.
but anyway, it's funny that you said that you would just grab 10 and eat because after I like thought about it logically, I said 10. I would go for
Yeah,
the millie, 100,000 each, throw 10, you get $1 million. I would go for the million and then
yeah.
I'd call it quits cuz that's only a 1 out of 10.
That still sounds terrible, though. Chance to die 1 out of 10. That still sounds terrible. But yeah, I'm in the same boat right there. I'd grab, and like I said, I'd grab 10 of them because my anxiety would probably get the best of me, and I don't know if I'd eat all 10.
Oh shit. Did you eat a grape?
No, dude, I told you I'd get anxious, man. I'm telling you,
I'm just too nervous. It's okay.
it's
Now
not
every
real.
time I eat a grape, I'm gonna be freaking out.
But yeah, shove all them suckers right in my mouth, chew them up. That way, if I do die, it's just right then, and there's also no like anticipation for the next grape. That's a great question, though. Damn.
Yeah, like as soon as I heard it, I was like, we need to ask that because that's a thought provoker.
Yeah,
That's a
for
thought
sure, for
provoker.
sure.
Unless you're my wife, then the answer's obvious. Just down in the hatch,
Just all of them.
tucking those babies down like a cheat meal. There's no going back.
Man, I've had grapes in so long. Gotta just house them all.
Could you imagine like I'm picturing your head like bringing somebody in. You're like, for each one you eat, you win $100 million, but one of them will kill you. And wait, no, I didn't say. I wasn't done.
That's funny. I wasn't done. One of them will kill you.
Like, not even get to the money. Be like, there's 100 grapes in front of you. One of them is poison and will kill you. Wait, I wasn't done yet. One is poison and will kill you.
Oh man.
But that'll be a good question for like anybody to ask, coworkers, family members. See how crazy they're willing to get with it, what they would risk.
For sure, for sure.
All right, fam. That's all that we have for this week's episode of Delinquent Culture. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, send us questions, send us articles of crazy shit going on in the world. Tell us crazy shit that's happened to you. We'll tell your stories. We don't care. As long as it's crazy and funny, we'll talk about it. So keep hitting up the YouTube, Spotify, wherever you're listening and watching to us at. I'm Johnny Three Stripes.
I'm Z-Stig24.
And remember to be you, they'll adjust.
Peace.
Deuces.
In nerdy chaos we find rest.